What's up, guys? This is Kawai, and this is my first video, so I'm pretty excited for this. And also, it was started like 2 weeks ago. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, like a couple of weeks ago. I was, I decided to make a YouTube video, a YouTube channel about business and share all the marketing tactics and secrets that I have ever learned in my life. So I'm going to share all of the marketing secrets and tactics, and also all of the things about entrepreneurship and money and business that I have ever learned. Right? So I'm going to read more books, and I'm going to learn more from online courses and such, from Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins, and also I have been watching lots and lots of Gary Vee videos. And the main reason that I started this channel is because of Gary Vee and Stephen Larsen, right? Because about a couple of weeks ago, I was watching Gary Vee videos from YouTube, and then he said that you have to start a YouTube channel and do this and do that, because if you really want to be successful in the future and market some things like your products and such, services and such, then you have to have YouTube channel or some social presence, right? So from social media. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel then yeah, it's funny because I thought of making the YouTube channel like a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't actually execute until right now. It took me a while to execute, right? Because I had lots of thoughts like, what's going to happen if people don't like me? What's going to happen if they don't like what I'm talking about, or if they say that I'm a scam or something? Yeah, right. And then after watching a couple more of Gary Vee videos, like for one more week, then I learned that he also said, if you are going to post something, at first you're never going to get you're never going to get lots of viewers, right? So because you're going to have to start small, and you will get like only 2 viewers, like me and my mom, right? So yeah, and after a while, then you're going to grow gradually. You have to be patient, and also you're going to get lots and lots of haters, right? Nobody's going to like you, right? I mean not everyone's going to like you, but that's what I was telling you. Yeah, so not everyone's going to like you, because you are you. If you are really authentic, then you're also gonna get haters, and you're also gonna get lovers, right? You're also gonna get fans. So it's nature, right? It's nature. So I can't be pulled back from that, or So I'm going to post videos about entrepreneurship and business and marketing tactics and such. This is like my fourth try just taking this video, because I made lots of mistakes. I was really nervous. So yeah, I'm not going to restart all of this again. So I'm just going to keep it like this. Yeah, and yeah, the reason that I started to become the reason that I decided to become an entrepreneur is because like just a week before, just a month before my college, I started to get real life thoughts, like reality kicks in. I was sitting at the back row, at the last row with my friends, while the teacher is teaching in front, and then the reality kicks in, like, oh, what am I gonna do after college? What am I gonna do with all of that knowledge, right? I didn't actually learn much in college because I wasn't really interested. So yeah, I was just joking around and such with my friends, like everyone in my class was doing. So I was doing that, and I was freaking out because the college was gonna end, and I had to get into real life and work or study more or such. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I was lost, right? So at that moment, I was freaking out inside, but outside I was like, oh, I'm just chilling, I'm cool. I was just like that. I didn't want to freak out my friends either, so I was just trying to keep cool and joking around and such, and I didn't say anything about that as well. So after about 2 weeks, then it was really close to the last assignment deadline, and I was still thinking lots about that. And after school, after college, then I came back home, and I was really frustrated. So I just went straight to my room, and I put down my bag next to the chair. I sat down on the chair, and then I took out my laptop, and then I started playing games, right? So when I was playing a game, my dad slowly walked up to me. Yeah, I didn't actually hear his footsteps, but I could see him from this side of my eye. He was standing just right beside me, right here. So he was walking up to me. He was standing just right beside me, and then I was playing CS:GO, Counter Strike, and he knew that I couldn't stop that game. I couldn't pause that game because it was online, and online games cannot be paused. So I was playing that game, and he totally understood that. So he just stood there and he was looking at me playing, and then I died. Right, I was not good at playing, so I died. Yeah. So and he laughed a bit, and then he just pulled out a book, and he said, "Son, I bought this book for you, and I want you to read it." He was holding the book like this, and he said it like that, while he was staring right into my eyes. So I was just staring back at him, and I was like a little bit surprised, but I was surprised with myself because of the word that I just said. I said, "All right, Dad." Now, I have never ever read a book until that point, right? I have never read a book because I was never interested in reading, and I hated reading. I always watched videos, and I always tried to learn from YouTube and such. I didn't actually read books, and even when I was reading books, mostly I would just be turning the pages, and I would just look at the pictures and diagrams and such, because it was more fun to do that for me. So yeah, that was what I did. And that night, surprisingly, I sat down on the sofa and I was scrolling newsfeed. I was using Facebook, and after a while I got bored, and I thought, oh, my dad gave me the book today, so I'm just gonna try to read that. And I grabbed the book from the room, I sat down on the couch again, and then I started to read the first page. And also I checked the summary first before I read the book. So I checked the summary first, and I checked the cover, like whether this is a good thing, whether it is interesting for me to read. And I read the first page, and it was pretty interesting for me because I read the first page, and so I thought, oh, why not read the second page? So I read the second page, and I read some more pages, and then I was like, oh, I'm sleepy right now, so I'm just gonna sleep. While I was reading, I didn't even notice that my legs were on the couch, because I was sitting down on the couch. And then slowly, while I was reading, I began to lie down like this, and I put my legs on the couch, and I was really comfortable reading it, right? And then after some time, I just stopped reading it because I was so sleepy, and I got up and stretched out a bit. I just stretched out a bit, and then I looked at the clock, and then I realized that I have been reading for 2 hours straight. Now, it was surprising for me, and it was really, really shocking for me because I have never done that, right? I have never read a book that long, and 2 hours straight, it was like a record for me. It might be too easy for you, but it was like a record for me because I have never read a book like that. So it happened, and then ever since that point, I wanted to finish that book as soon as possible because I was so interested. I wanted to learn everything from that book. That book actually transformed my life, right? Like for real, it actually transformed my perspective on money, and also in business and entrepreneurship and such. So it made me find my own passion, and I found my passion because of that book. And also it also helped me in becoming more disciplined, because after reading that book, I also read another book from the same author, and then I started to read more books from different authors just because of it all began from that single book. Now I'm going to tell you the name of that book. If you haven't read it, I believe that you have read it though, but if you haven't, go try that because it is pretty famous and it is really, really interesting. It has lots and lots of value, and it is going to teach you a lot about financial freedom and such, right? So the book's name is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now it's not surprising for you, right? Because it is pretty common, and it totally transformed my life, like it has already transformed others' visions and perspectives on money and such as well. So yeah, that was how it all began, and I decided to become an entrepreneur since that point. And I have taken lots and lots of courses and books and read lots of books because I want to become an entrepreneur, and I want to achieve financial freedom just like him, right? And also just like Gary Vee and such. I'm pretty inspired by that. So because of all of those, I've decided to make this YouTube channel, and I've decided to post everything and share every single thing that I've learned, and give value to every single one that I've ever met. I've not I yeah, yeah, I have ever met. So yeah, wait, what else? Where is? Yeah, so I'm going to try to post videos on YouTube, and also I have Instagram and Facebook, and like just like what Gary Vee said, I'm going to post on every social media platform, right? So I'm gonna listen to everything that he's saying, and also from Russell Brunson and Stephen Lawson. Stephen Lawson is really pretty cool, man. Russell Brunson, yo, he's like the god, right? So yeah, I'm going to start doing that. So if you want to follow along my journey to becoming an entrepreneur, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification button so that you will also get notified whenever I put out cool stuffs, and also about marketing and marketing tactics and strategies that I've learned. And I'm gonna read, and whenever I see something, I'm gonna share with you guys, right? So you don't need to read the book as well, right? You can take your time, use your time, and read other books, because I'm going to share the knowledge that I gain from the books that I have read. So yeah, that's the strategy that I'm going to use in this channel. So yeah, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video. See ya.